What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. We are at the storage unit today for, I don't know, I would say these videos are more exciting for me to film. I don't mind filming when I'm at the thrift stores, but I feel like what do you really get from me being at the thrift store, right? I'd rather do these types of videos where I'm giving you real damn numbers that most of these reselling frauds don't do, showing you the actual items I actually sold and sourced and bought and how much I paid, like most of these reselling frauds don't do. And that's the video today. I'm gonna break down one full day of sales, right? I got 6 of the items I sold out of the many I sold, and the total sales, the total profit, the total average buy cost, so you get an actual kind of picture of what I'm currently doing and what is possible for you to do and what is even beyond what I'm doing possible to even do, right? So we're gonna break down sales. The day we are gonna break down is May 24th, 2 days after my birthday. My birthday was May 22nd. I don't post about it. I try not to make a big deal about it. Deb posted on Instagram about it, but that was about it because, listen, I like to lay low. I'm in the limelight all the time. You guys know I'm bigger than Mr. Beast on YouTube, so I don't need all the messages. I know you all appreciate me. I know some of you would be commenting below, happy belated birthday, and I appreciate every single one of you. But my birthday, I kind of just like to be left alone, take some calls from my grandparents, and that's about as far as I can make it on my birthday. So May 24th sales. So these are my total sales for May 24th, one day, uno day. Let's look at the overall number first, right? We sold $708.83 on May 24th. Average sales price was $17.29. We had 41 items ordered. So we sold 41 crappy DVDs, books, CDs in one day on Amazon. Now, might seem like a lot to some, might seem like a little to others, wherever you may fall. I do price my items aggressively. I do reprice aggressively. I and this channel now has its own personality. Want you to sell things so you can make money. The whole purpose of this channel is not to show off this huge warehouse, all the crappy books I get from the library. The only reason this exists, the only reason I continue to get up at it's like 3 a.m. right now, is to help you all make a little bit of extra money, get your financial situation a little bit better, maybe go from broke to actually having a little bit in the bank account like I have through reselling over the past 5, 10, 25, however many years I've been doing this, right? It's not to show anything off. It's so you actually make money. I don't care about what you sell. I don't care about the books. I don't care about the clothing. I don't care about the sneakers. I don't care about the DVDs. I want you all to make money. And in Amazon land, you got to be the best price. All right. Enough for that little tirade, right? So average sales price, $17.29. Not too shabby. It's not crazy, right? I got people over in the Discord. Join the YouTube channel, $2.99. We got weekly live calls, a private Discord, and the go-to-lister discount as well. So group pays for itself. People are always posting in our great sales and Discord. Like I'm never there. Maybe like once in a blue moon. And you guys are going to see like the type of stuff I sell. It's everyday value, I like to call it. It's fast moving items that I can sell quickly and turn $1 into however many dollars, which we'll cover here. So I picked 6 items. These are just random ones I kind of thought would be good to kind of talk about on this, so you get a little bit more insight on why I chose these 6 different random items. So first up, I made a post in Facebook about this. This is a book, Crime Buff's Guide to Outlaw Pennsylvania. Half-pound book, normal size paperback it looks like. We sold it for $25.41. Profit was $16.51. Now, why did I choose this one? You're probably thinking, well, that's just a random book, you know? Well, he lives in Pennsylvania. Maybe that's why he chose it? No, you're dead wrong. I chose this one because when I bought it and listed it, it was ranked 4.9 million. I see so much nonsense out there in these book groups, and listen, I'm not even in a lot of these ones, right? Like the book flipper community on Facebook group, I'm not in there. Everybody runs their mouths. Nobody's here showing you the numbers like I am. And I hate to break it to you all. Anybody can say anything on the internet. So if you're in one of these groups and you see some of these idiots talking, just run in the opposite direction. Basically a 5 million ranked book. Fun fact, another fun fact. This sold within a month of me actually putting it in the box and sending it off to Amazon. So technically it probably sat in the box for like a week, maybe 10 days. Sold within 3 weeks, 5 million ranked book. All of you loser, not nerds, because I appreciate nerds. All you loser, broke booksellers that say,
I only sell books that are under 1 million ranked. You're going to go bankrupt otherwise.
We don't care. I've never cared. Sales rank doesn't even need to exist in my life, and it never has need to exist in my life. What is the sell-through of the item? What is the opportunity when you scan it that you're looking at? Are there FBA offers? Is Amazon on the listing? Anybody that says that shit is a liar, and I ain't got time for it. So, unfortunately, if you're that person watching this video,
I only sell books under 1 million ranked.
Unfortunately, we can't be friends because I'm sure your bank account kind of goes right along with that great business model that you have, which is broke. Oh man, I'm feeling spicy this morning. Moving on. This is just a weird one. Small Sacred Zohar limited edition green cover, the Book of Abraham, entire writings of the Zohar, all in one volume, written in Aramaic. Content is not in English. I have no idea what the Zohar is. It sounds pretty cool, right? Like, I don't know, like if you just, I meet some guy or lady on the street, like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what are you into? Oh yeah, I'm into Zohar. I'm like, what's the Zohar? That sounds pretty drippy. I have no idea what Zohar is, but I sell Zohar, I guess. Sold it for $44.01. Profit was $27.54. Fun fact on this one, why I chose this one when I go to a library sale, and whether there's competition or not, I'm going to be straight up with you. What are the kind of categories I go to in what order? I'm going religion, self-help. Those are my first two bang outs, right? Like, I'm going right there. There's a lot of fast moving, high profit books in those areas. I know a lot of you are like, go to history, go to military. No. You let them go there. We'll go scan behind them because a lot of those books are ISBN scans and they don't scan those, right? I've noticed this as well. And I mean, I guess you could say the same with a lot of the Bibles, maybe even the Zohar was just an ISBN scan on the back. They're kind of like embossed. But I personally go to self-help and religion first at every library sale that I go to. Moving on. This is a funny one. James A. Missioner, I don't know how you pronounce his damn last name, but we all see the books. I probably got like 10 of them in here. They're like just to different areas, right? So we sold James A. Missioner's Texas. This was actually a DVD. I know, right? Like, it's crazy. Sometimes you find these junk author books that are actually like an audio book or DVD that was made into some cheesy movie. Danielle Steele, Nora Roberts DVDs, those are profitable, but the books suck. We sold it for $13.60. Not exciting, right? But we made $6.30 profit. Now, I know, the numbers aren't exciting. Everything I'm telling you here is not exciting. But when you're selling 41 a day, right? I don't got to pack and pick. You know what I did on the 24th? I probably laid butt naked out on the front lawn, smoking a cigar, sipping on a whiskey on the rocks. That's probably what I did to sell $700, right? I know the imagery you're imagining right now might not be the prettiest thing, but just think of like Arnold in his prime when he was bodybuilding in like his early 20s. That's kind of, you know, kind of go hand in hand there. $6.30, I'll take it. And I just think it's funny that that guy actually, there's DVDs made about some of his books. That's the first one I've ever seen. All right, my crappy sale of the day. What am I sipping on? I'm sipping on the Swiss Premium Diet iced tea. There is a diet sweet tea, which doesn't make no sense, right? Like sweet tea, how's it diet? But it's hard to find. So I just roll with the regular diet. My voice is kind of shot. I had a lot of calls this past weekend. Anyway, we sold FBA Winnings. This is a CD. I've sold a lot of FBA, and there's also CC, C-E-C-E. They have combo can CDs as well, which are pretty good. We sold this for a whopping $6.97. Our profit was $1.44. Woo! We're gonna get rich real quick. Sell 41 items at that. It's an extra 40 bucks. 40 bucks a day adds up. $40 in profit a day puts you at $280 profit a week. That's more than I was making at Macy's, making $7.25 an hour, working 11-hour days because they make you take an hour unpaid lunch. Moving on. I got two more for you. All right, these were tied for two of my better sales. I don't know why I chose this one. I guess just because it's a book. Behind the Doors of Justice, The Murdahl Murders. I'm a big kind of real true crime type person. I like watching the first 48. Me and Deb, there was a show on Apple TV, Presumed Innocent. If you're into like true crime or like, it's based off a book. See, I actually do enjoy books. The Scott Turow book, Presumed Innocent, they turned it into an Apple TV series starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Really, really good show. They're coming out with another season. Highly recommend it if you're into like, I mean, I guess it's not true crime because it's a book, but it's like a courtroom drama, crazy twists and turns. Definitely recommend that. Jake Gyllenhaal, if you ever want to come on the podcast, just let me know. All right, the last one I got for you. Abbott and Costello, the complete Universal Pictures collection. This is like 12 discs. You see it weighs like 2.25 pounds. Got this at a library sale. Paid a whopping $2 for this. I remember it specifically because I seen it and it was like $200. And I went to the lady. I said, "This ain't $200, right?" She laughed at me and said, "No, it's $2, fool." I was like, "All right, whatever. I'm taking this thing." This was a cover scan because the barcode on the back actually just scanned to nothing. But when you see a complete collection, it's pretty much guaranteed buy in almost all cases. We sold it for $39.99. Profit was $25.76. So those are the random 6 I wanted to show you. And I want to get to kind of the overall profit fees that I made. So if we look back, we made $708.83 in sales. Our total buy cost, when you list on GoToLister, you can put in your buy cost. I like to do my average buy cost as right around $1. If I am listing bulk stuff that I paid 10-20 cents for, I do put that in as well. So our total buy cost for the 41 items was $35.71. So some of those discs we sold throughout the day were from bulk buys, right? We sell our disc media anywhere between, if it's a fast mover, from $6.49 all the way up to $9.99. So it kind of fluctuates in there. So the total cost is like $35, $36, right? How much we pay in Amazon fees on the day? We paid $325.43 in Amazon fees. So our total profit after our buy cost and our Amazon fees is $347.69. Key takeaway from those numbers: we made more than Amazon. It's hard to do that anymore because the fees are kind of skewed in a way that it's a little bit tougher to kind of maintain over 50% margins, even in the media space. So this is a good day for me, right? $700 in sales. We made more than Amazon made. It's a win-win all around. These are the possibilities. This is why I do these videos, to show you what's possible. Guys, I'm working a little bit harder this year, but in comparison to your average day job or your average reselling job, I know a lot of you work a lot harder than me, and I do these videos not to discourage you because you feel like I'm making more than you. It's to motivate you to understand the possibilities that exist within this business, right? There's no work that goes into really Amazon. We just throw it in a box and we ship it off. A lot of you overcomplicate things with your stupid condition notes that have meant nothing forever and you still seem to do it, with trying to be greedy with your pricing and I know what I got. I'm in the business of selling my stuff and having more money in my bank account. That's fine if you don't want to have more money in your bank account and you don't want to sell things. Then unfortunately, I'm not the guru that you should be following, because I want you all to make more damn money, not have more inventory sitting at Amazon. So that's going to do it for the video. I paid for like, I don't know, these are like $2. So like what, 150, 165 of these half gallons just from one day in sale. So I got a lot of drinking I got to do. Fun fact, I haven't drank since like, oh man, me and Deb gave up drinking early on when we first started dating. We started dating in 2010. Fun fact about drinking and dating. I actually asked her out on the 4th of July and she said yes. And I'm sure I was like, not 30 beers deep. Full disclosure. You give the used book guy like 2 beers, even in this heyday of drinking, and I am sauced, right? Like, woo! I am the biggest lightweight there is out on planet Earth, and I don't even care about it. I'm shutting up. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more breakdown, real profit, sell through, make money videos. Bye-bye.